My cousin spent over $75,000 renovating my oceanfront property without permission, and I let him finish before I kicked him out. My cousin Liam called me 3 months ago asking to use my Delaware beach house for a weekend. He'd just gone through another breakup and needed somewhere quiet to think. I said sure because the place sits empty most weekends anyway, and he promised he'd be gone by Monday. When I handed him the keys, he grabbed me in a hug and said, "You have no idea how much this means to me right now." I told him to enjoy the ocean and left it at that. Monday came and went without a word. I texted Tuesday morning asking if he was okay, and he said the extended stay was doing wonders for his mental health and he'd be out by Friday. Friday became next Monday, then the following week, then excuses about car trouble and waiting for parts. 2 weeks after I handed Liam the keys, my neighbor sent a photo of construction trucks in my driveway. I drove down immediately and walked into my house to find workers ripping out my kitchen cabinets while Liam stood there pointing at granite samples like he was choosing tile for his own renovation show. I stared at the gutted kitchen and asked what he thought he was doing. He didn't even look up from the countertop brochure in his hand. "This kitchen is ancient and the layout makes no sense. I'm doing you a favor by fixing it while I'm here. You should be thanking me." I asked how he planned to pay for this, and he waved me off. "I've got it covered. You worry too much. Besides, it's not like you were using this place anyway." The contractor showed me the work order with Liam's name on it, requesting a full remodel with custom cabinets, stone countertops, and new appliances. $28,000. I looked at Liam scrolling through his phone like this was all perfectly normal, and something clicked. I told the contractor everything looked great and to keep going, then I walked out without another word. Over the next 2 weeks, I watched my beach house transform into something I didn't recognize. A $15,000 hot tub appeared on the deck with crews running electrical lines and reinforcing the structure for 3 straight days. My neighbor kept me updated on the noise and the constant parade of trucks, and I told her it would be over soon. All my furniture disappeared and got replaced with a $12,000 leather sectional, matching chairs, and a glass dining table that probably cost more than both. A construction crew framed out a whole new bedroom addition off the back of the house with floor-to-ceiling windows facing the water, and the permits and construction ran him another $14,000. I checked the county permits and found Liam had filed everything under his name as the property owner, forging paperwork that said he had authority to make structural changes. I also checked tenant laws and realized what he was doing. After 30 days of continuous residence, he'd legally be considered a tenant, and I'd need a formal eviction process to remove him. He was running out the clock while improving what he thought would become his property. Then, on day 27, a massive hotel-style soaking tub showed up for the master bathroom with jets and built-in mood lighting. The installation took 6 hours and 2 plumbers to connect everything, and the tub alone was $8,000. When they finished, Liam texted me a photo of himself in the tub holding a glass of wine with the caption, "Living my best life." I forwarded it to my lawyer and told her we were moving. On day 29, I showed up with my grandmother. Liam answered the door in a bathrobe like he owned the place and barely acknowledged us before heading back to make coffee on his new espresso machine. I walked my grandmother through every room, pointing out the upgrades with exaggerated excitement. She played along perfectly. "Liam, this hot tub is incredible. And this new bedroom. You did all of this?" He looked confused but nodded slowly. I led her into the master bathroom and gestured at the massive tub. "And this is the crown jewel." Liam spent weeks picking out every detail to thank me for letting him stay here during his hard time. My grandmother hugged him. "That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Not many young people understand gratitude anymore." Liam opened his mouth, but I kept talking. "I've been wanting to redo this kitchen for years but never had time. Having you surprise me with all this as a gift is just incredible." His face went pale. "Now that the project's done, you can head home and get back to your life. It's been almost 30 days. I handed him an envelope. "This is your notice to vacate. You've got 4 hours. He ripped it open and his face turned red. "You can't do this. I put over $75,000 into this place." I smiled. "Into my place, as a gift, like I just told Grandma. Gifts don't come with conditions." He looked at my grandmother for support. "I never said it was a gift. This is my house now. I've been living here." My grandmother's face fell. "Liam, you just let him think you did all this out of kindness? That's very disappointing." Liam turned back to me, desperate. "You knew what I was doing. You watched me do it." I shrugged. "I watched you give me the most generous gift anyone's ever given me. Thank you so much for my new kitchen and bathroom." Liam tried to protest, but my grandmother was already walking toward the deck to try out the hot tub. He looked at me one last time, saw nothing but a smile, and left without packing. I called out, "Thank you," to my grandmother and turned to take a long bubble bath in my brand new soaking tub.